So children, you have seen the first sieve elements. Now we are seeing the second cell type is a companion cell. Just look at once that the phloem has 4 different type of cells. That 4 different type of cells are sieve elements, companion cells, phloem parenchyma, phloem fibers, right? So first you have seen sieve elements, and sieve element speciality is what? They have cavities, they have a cellulosic wall, they have a pores on the surfaces, and that pores are called sieve pores, or we can say pit, and in the middle of these two tube cells or the sieve tube element is found a plate structure. That plate is called sieve plate. Now we moving the second type is companion cells. Companion cells are just arranged at the sides of the sieve tube element. Here you can see the companion cells are arranged laterally at the sieve tube element, and in the middle of the sieve tube element you can see a sieve plate structure. That sieve plate structure is what? Sieve tube plate. So the companion cells, they are linked with sieve tube element, right? Now we are moving the third type, which is phloem parenchyma. Before you see the phloem parenchyma, just see the companion cell and its function. Each companion cell has a nucleus and a cytoplasm. As you know that each and every cell has a very specific character, that every cell has its nucleus, cell cytoplasm and the membrane. So this companion cell also has nucleus, cytoplasm, which is associated with the sieve tube. And this is important that this companion cell cytoplasm is associated with the sieve tube. Here you can see the cytoplasm of the companion cell is associated with the sieve tube element or sieve tube cytoplasm. Now the third type is phloem parenchyma. So these are living cells with dense protoplasm. The phloem parenchyma is what? These are living cells with dense protoplasm, and protoplasm is what? The combination of nucleoplasm plus cytoplasm is called protoplasm. So here you can see the phloem parenchyma is arranged between the companion cell and the sieve tube element. Now the phloem parenchyma helps in the storage and the conduction of food. These are present in monocotyledonous plant. Point to be remembered, children, that the phloem parenchyma helps in the storage and conduction of food, and it is absent in the case of monocotyledonous plants. So this point is important, that this tissue, that means phloem parenchyma, is always present, but in case of the monocotyledonous plant it is absent. Now the fourth type, phloem fibers. So these cells are found in secondary phloem. These are found in secondary phloem. Here you can see the phloem fiber. But these are absent in primary phloem. So in the higher classes you will see the phloem types, that the phloem is also of two types, primary phloem and the secondary phloem. Just to remember this point, that the phloem fibers are absent in primary phloem. So they provide rigidity and the mechanical support. But I have a picture. With the help of this you can see the types of phloem. Now let's see the types of phloem. There are two types of phloem. One is the primary and the second is the secondary phloem. So can we divide phloem into two types? One is the primary phloem, second is the secondary phloem. Primary phloem can be of two types, protophloem and the metaphloem. So children, just do the repeated revision fastly. Complex tissues have more than one type of cells which have a common origin and perform similar functions. For example, xylem and phloem. Phloem is a complex permanent tissue that helps in the conduction of food in plants, and it also called as a bast and leptome. And types of phloem cells are sieve elements, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. There are two types of phloem, the primary phloem and the secondary phloem. Now children, in the next part, we will talk about xylem. Alright, so keep watching the next part.